Boga papa o. Boga papa sere samira ba omiaka. Ye beba mo hu.
Boga ene.
Enti abranche papa ne siwe. De odi santehina tem.
Na flowers.
Na dani ya hwehwe ne papa na edan a ayi baby omudi o mahimfi. Em se ho baby ya hwehwe. Yentie so sere samira ba omiaka. Esere na se o meboa na mani sina himfi. So utie kasaniya or come fante mo amonte mfante no edu ba bia me pause ma kire wo se enche de ma nka me nka de ma asem yi oye no asem nka me ntimi nka so wo seka tie de oka woboa eje no woboa wo hyehyaduma obesere samira ba omi aso ntoka nche no o sere so won sini fie mu ano ole foundation ole tactical foundation se o se munka na muntimi nka wo seka kana wuma dani boni entie Enso branche we ni papa ni abranche no odidi sante na jam ni sini nana sentence I go question say na friend nana sentence there's an nana sentence ba be sereka an wo ye ni ade no wo odidi sante na ni papa ni wo be sereka wo be serefie ayado man hini no nchanse a wote ase edi ahini eni nchanse a wote ase edi ahini eni dani kosobo Okay, any post wa haya. Enche mami wadama minibus amemeti ya kwa Afrifa. Wachina mibufu ameti ato minibus di ache.
Oh fire.
Toma no.
You know, minibus watching obisha megufua meti ato minibus di ache. Aya do mai hini minibus a wode ne crofort nem wo sere minibus. Enso kwasia etimi na wodi di aya chiam yatem. Kwasia sei echi kobet we ba o.
The impudence.
And I'm Papa Hene, number by Hene, Nammy a mine Hene, Nammy a press, Namis Papa di Hene. Wow. Papa di Hene one chance in us. If we had to meet this until Inatum. Well,
Nana
roofing. Or Papa him fear, may come as a park was means a come as a mustia. Or Papa him fear, Diabu was said as a mirror about me and any. Where the timid this until Inatum, or Papa him fear, Danny. Ayo do me free ayo do me your prince nyina himfie ni kwasia say to me this ante hinatem
palace
omo palace ni o kwasia say to me this ante hinatem me come papa pa kwasi e come ensam stia o papa ahimfie ni dia yesu ni
ade osere
minibus dani sa fabra no mo ntie so osere minibus osere se samira ba wo mia meboa no no ntimi nsi na himfi and this is the character that insults something ni pa fo kan say to me this something na to him obi ka kyerɛ me de madam ɔrebɛn ɔne ne nka dɛm asɛm no ɔse mentimi nka o ɔse ka
Frankadam kakra wɔ nafa.
nkɔka o na
Frankadam kakra wɔ nafa.
I will lay premise. It was 7 minibus because ofri di adeɛ from 1999 ebesine minibus kura woni bi ontimi ntobi enso da bia ne batimi nya daagi twa santen na da pa we ba wo
Ayado Prince Charles.
Ayado Prince Charles.
Hey. What's a good
Nana Flowers. I say no.
Also ko kana na Flowers ebio wa na ye ya Jeda. It is something in it one. Your constitutional rules. Odina Hinie. He is the custodian of our culture and our heritage. Monfes Kabian Komano. Some of us see a salary routing near federal system. Emma federal system. No, I fed ye Jessican was antimemua. Instead was antimemia Fabinia Santimama. And you're one of your top player, bet you don't see at all. Why? Until there will be a funny some who saw this antigeno. Yeda, Yanko, Ghana, your friend say
records.
Ghana Records,
Exactly.
GhanaRecords.com. Now, what money near there? Or say, Nana Kofi say, look at the backgrounds. Minibus chief, Alan Benz, a sketching prince. Minibus community. Come on, minibus. Free idea from 1999. On a something in an ABC show. Minibus continental. As was a something intimate play. Minibus crowd sentimental. And so did this something atoms on top private jet. Or the Hoshi and Kanasimni. Or Baka we used to know. Or Paka we used to know. Titinizam Patru. Or Nessekani. Nakawe, and one some more. Yabaka was some leader. Or Paka we used to know. Was saying fear, I Indian one, Nissi Fieni, and I'm Ponchibuaya Homan, Nissi Fie. The catcher, the what it is something in atoms on top private jet. Car crown about Patimini, Nesseka with him.
I do it over basement.
A Siasa to me, this anti in atom. The dear Santa Fuatem.
Oh, fire.
Nay, you are mobile. Now, all did this anti atom. I am with them. It will be short in wood, the dear Myanmar catch see I am with them. I don't know him. Professor Jampo. Danny for Professor Jampo and him too so. Jampo, you saw a question.
Yeah.
Danny said, Mobakai, Professor Jampo. Professor Jampo, no column for say UTAG. UTAG in Pennyphony, Union of University Teachers Association of Ghana. Anna, one no Dawamano. And you know the all of a sudden, Professor Jampo, you are appointed as Ghana Shepherds Authority. Now, Mr. President, respectfully say, may draw our attention. Former former boss, chief of staff, may draw our attention. Move from a new Professor Jampo, a year Shepherds Authority. Yes, who are yet near Mabini idea. Sources from there, we have questions in here. One more can you maybe chirena? Momo Maninko. Sir Professor Jampo. Mobakaya BBC for a year, EB. Undercover EB, a documentary, be a documentary. No. And I may know say. John Dramani Mahama, a year directive by. Sir, a man appointees, into quite unnecessarily. Now, Obetu Kwanya, also must seek approval from the Chief of Staff Office.
Exactly.
Now, beyond the seeking of the approval from Chief of Staff Office, appointees are supposed to be modest. Than if you hear your mama video, no. Now, you're more appointees are supposed to be modest.
Precisely.
And by so doing, they are not supposed to pick first class.
Exactly.
But you know the loophole there is that Opa Ghana, most of the flights, almost any first class. So if we are talking about a year opulence display of a year the people's wealth, then it's about say department for business class.
Precisely.
So by inference, if Jomama is saying that people in appointees Nikwanso or Mufa first class, it means the apex of it.
Exactly.
Which is business class.
Exactly.
They are not supposed to do that.
Precisely.
Now, Yentio Jomama almost are directive. Yentio.
I must, however, remind you of the same caution I sounded to your colleagues who have already taken office that the hallmark of this government will be modesty and respect for the Ghanaian people. There will be no room for arrogance and pomposity in this government. The resources that you'll be working with belong to the Ghanaian people who put us in office. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance. I've asked the Chief of Staff to write to all government appointees that I've imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down expenditure. Any travel that is deemed essential and necessary must be cleared first with the Office of the Chief of Staff. And such travels will have to be undertaken in modesty, no first class.
Okay, so General, where are you President John Dramani Mahama? A directive or the money appointees. So first, unnecessary travels. Now, sources from the corridors of Ghana Shippers Authority is telling us something. They said Professor Jampo is doing directly opposite of what the president said. Is it true, sir, Professor Jampo Bayi? Within the last few months, I appointed we're making about 5 travels to the United States, all in the name of Suwako conferences. And is it true, Sir Professor Jampo, or JPD Mwabra conference and a Kura Maso? We had the any extra holding, the informant, some analysis. Now, beyond the fact that Professor Jampo ought to Kwamba Sabasa or serve for business class at the expense of the taxpayer, which a year next week we will make all the documents available. Now, the question we are asking, Professor Jampo, is it true that some of the travels you are making, they are non-essential travels, but it is being done because of per diem? Now, more among Kai Professor Jampo, Momian share a deal with documentary shortly. Now, we're a documentary, and we are making a reference to the documentary because as it stands now, Professor Jampo mfa BBC phone court. Say BBC for chanetro. Professor Jampo mfa BBC on si womo. Emma court to be unruly. And this documentary has been a year over 4 years. Still, Professor Jampo didn't take action. So we deem it as though a year documentary and correct. It didn't want me to take any legal action. Now, yensha documentary we na yemra yensha documentary yemra.
Our reporter Abigail showed me footage of their encounter. As soon as Jampo arrived, he insisted on buying her shoes as she had reluctantly agreed to on the phone.
I want to buy something. I told you right into so let me buy one for school, one for.
Okay, so Danny pause it. Where Professor Jampo and a work video ni muno. On Mambe deny it's been well over 4 years. On deny say no on deny see editing. So by inference, he is in agreement with almost everything which is in this video. And we can make reference to that. So Professor Jampo Bayeno, according to this video, or say obeto a ye moku, a man moku general, Mienuama a ye student, purportedly, obeto a man moku Mienuama the student. Now and command koswa munchie ye. Also, I will kiss you violently. I have been kissed violently before. The violent kisser. Okay, so let's look at it. And there's a reason I made boss video just to remind you guys of BB and Ghana Shippers Authority. What is going on? You better questions. Now, Mummy and Kosunti, Yenche video no.
I told you right into so let me buy one for school, one for. I don't want inconvenience.
Okay, so pause it, Danny, pause it. So a hand walk and general. A hand walker, have you been kissed violently before? Danny Kuachika Krabi na Sabra when him just say, well, your bala, no. Now wait, Jampo say, it's wait, send I am mala.
Mook near the lie. Hey, Jampo.
What did you mock when I am mala? Have you been kissed violently before? When you am ally, Jampo, where you say you am ally? It's Jampo and she had purportedly a student. I was telling her now all by a student in a lie. Or so one or better more kumi no mano. Baku for school, baku for outing. wo wi anu a na we na no oba bi ye yi no obeka chem so jump kura me ne ko to na ne ye kokko mu asem ti me nka no ha na chese jump no o problem with Emma. Okay, so we are going to have a conversation very soon. Precisely. Now Professor Jampo eso oba kese oba ne violently yenti entu aso
We were just talking about shoes and kissed violently. I was like, what is going on?
After that comment, Abigail felt it was better to just go and buy the shoes. Once in the shoe shop, Jampo bought her heels.
Hey, what call you? Danny, what call to moku no?
Mokas.
Not just we one na Abigail jitru mu se wo be ye yi na no owura mu no koto moku no.
Jampo no.
Ato kumekume akosia. Ato de kumekume. Or the ye lie.
Jampo.
Ani ere Ghana Shepherds Authority assurance. Professor Jampo. Na ye busa se bibi koso. E da ni koso bo na ave ye me busa question.
Pardon? I had literally seen him 4 times, and all of a sudden, marriage.
Back in the restaurant, Abigail asked about internships, but Jampo had something else in mind.
Don't want me out.
Watching the footage, this didn't feel like a real marriage proposal. The professor laid out how Abigail would benefit from his support. But he seemed more interested in other things.
I'm going to kiss you here. By the time I release you, you will see the shyness will run away.
He's not sure.
Also, you see kissing. Okay, Danny, so quick one. Yamra back. Now I gave you this background, so you will know that there's a record of Professor Jampo doing something wrong somewhere.
Exactly.
Now, Professor Jampo, you busa a question. Is it true, sir? Obabe a Ghana Shepherds Authority CU. So far, wa fam mabe 30. Ewa juma mu ho. Oman go through the due process. The form juma. Is it true? Yebusa question, Professor Jampo. Yebusa says so far within a space of about 2, 3, 4 months of becoming Ghana Shepherds Authority CU, you've actually employed a mawe jumemu Oma undergo the due process to the extent that General, even a voter regional communications officer of the NDC. Now, then if a voter regional communications officer of the NDC, Fareto so na yes, yama voter regional communications officer Kafui Agbeleze. Yamano a letter from the presidency. So Unko Jampo ho. Now Omomano Ejuma as a communications officer of a Ghana Shepherds Authority. The director of communications at the Ghana Shepherds Authority. Yes, so quite Jampo so management. Or the amor by into Mano. Is it true? Our lenses are very wide. We are still watching. Professor Jampo, we are watching what you are doing. 25, almost 30 women are for her without undergoing a interview, no due process, nothing. A branch away a year, Kafui Agbeleze. Yes, any appointment. I had a letter man from presidency. So, or your communications officer of the NDC in the voter region. It in Kwanko just said, Jumano. Yes, so Professor Jampo's woman. On Famano. And this same Jampo from corridors of power, we are being told that despite being the CEO for Ghana Shippers Authority, he is also fighting to be put on several different boards. What kind of IDD is that? So Professor Jampo, share at the end. In any case, code of conduct of a year, President John Romani Mahama, it looks like it's not working.
Never.
Code of conduct in Juma. Obia yedu ope. Samija fee yedu ope. Some George car and normal plate more yedu ope. And the Jampo, yesu of farm or you memu abra one go any due process bia.
Just look at that.
I know more than a drum market for Manu. I also said, would dear any moon, do dear tree. I mean, do dear children, do dear any moon. Say, we don't want to quadrille a year board, dear. Any ways you go back to me, the drum market for man and echo. And I'm a caller for man in Mamma Commonia, almost the source so. Now a year 20 million board was said to Okunya, a Juma or a shepherd's authority and carry. Where are you? Dominic Macola for Neca. Omunedin Comonamian so. And yes, sir, and yes, sir, Professor Jampo, we are asking a question. At this point, a man will form Mojumemo. Are they undergoing the due process that we used to employ? So. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because they are or track record. Or track record. Professor Jampo.
Jampo baby. Jampo.
Tia the letter crama will be said. Omra Homedia Juma. When you're bad, uncle fee. So, chief of staff. Only and this what quite Wamano. Wamano Humano. What's what you saw their more baby. Or the other day? What they are check. Side not name boss or appointed. One known called the beach chessa. Yamiani and Yadia. And we're from next week, we are going to supply you with the travel and your records in your dinner. I was ya, Yadina Baba, a quite 2 year. Or buy and what the impress by. Per diem send what GS. Now conference and a crack course. Or castle conference. Conference and a basso. You better catch a Ghana for. And we are going to put them on their toes.
Precisely.
You know, the only platform a BN need to say eagle. Yet we are not going to do Mechiao and Pacho. We are competent enough to take care of ourselves.
Sure.
So, Professor Jampo, we are asking you questions. The way you be the eagle eye at so. We are watching what you are doing there. And medical catch them said, the more you be more anka somebody a information. Sabre munya nye procurement. Munya procurement ambawia. If se mu pesika ni bi de go na jo Mahama e kwa mu de bia ba ba ye running mate campaign and the presidential one campaign. Mu wi anso ankrofo be leak di aba ha. We say GR4 de bi ni ade aba be di ha. Enam kwa we ye se wo ye ni ade. E masoma me boy ba ko enti wo temu a wo hwe ni ade. E ba be du a ye beka. Why? Professor Jampo ye de ani show. We are watching.
Exactly.
But general, my Nkansah should do before see about next topic, And I know ye babetra. And me can Bank of Ghana. Nipa no massacre well over 100. Adia che ya king. No, I'm saying woman nipa ya sake omina. And it's good.
Precisely.
Ya can ya no. And yes, what mind be feeling here. Nemo me can betia. The violating of the people's right. Ya babe chirichirim. Adia chi and the letter by so revocation of a year or the sacking. That is the for the records effect. And that is what we are going to do. It will chief of staff. A year mirror Julius Debra. When you press the Mahama, move for any Ghana Shippers Authority. Because you have one more who the across the country. And you may cost Ghana Shippers Authority. And Maka Mamu Fenyago. Maka Mamu Fenyago. Professor Jampo, Yan Yama ho.
Sapepepe. Or the Drew.
Or the Diana Drew. Violent kissing. Or the Drew ho.
I don't want peace.
I want violence.
Penyah today.
Oh, you're romantic.
Oh, yeah, okay, so Ebenezer Wales Alotia. Okay, what happened to the ambulance case? Did you take your share? And Ebenezer, I mean, taking share, and I don't have any reason to take any share. There was too much noise in the air.
Exactly.
What said that the I quite gave your mama by the end of cover. So no more say, Mubajo, your best I can prepare maybe how. Why share me here? I don't do those things.
Never.
My catcher, Mrs. will be by my bribe and magia. Bribe must be worth it.
Precisely.
And I know said they make a community, so I don't need bribe. And I know so make I know my tresteno. So I quite so be scans and were defending.
Hey, Ghana.
Mo be chirimutu. Now 4 years, I fin year 6 months. Tiaka 3 years, 6 months. Anyansa. Anyasa. 3 years, 6 months. Emuwa. Procurement bebem. Mo internal fight beba.
Exactly.
Now we ba kubia liki ba kubia mame. Why am so open the position? Jampo lebu. General, a teacher for ne kem. Teacher trainee for no. Omo kem. By a catch them. John, when you need
Debbie.
Now, Menu Kai.
Call.
Your 46 teacher trainee. Danny, for teacher training schools in the you Wesley, so you were a Commander College of Education. St. Vincent College of Education, Kambaga College of Education, SDA College of Education, Agona Ashanti, Mikrom Newo, Agona SDA, Mikrom Newo, Mikroma Santiagona, and the war, SDA, St. Ambrose, and Nusrat, and the Ola College of Education, all put together, I have 46. You know, now Mobakaya, John Mahama Ebeko 2016, and would try teacher training allowances. If it's a first one, you see encouraging people to come for a year teacher training. And the idea to me also buy more allowance be the best show home sume. It's your mama can cancel ye. Now on one was in Nipa every fear the interim. And it's true. The people nearly and easily forget. If you walk on or cancel ye. And I could find the share boss or bar where ye in ya. Why your crown who could you trouble one your mama musu and your possible so bar or bury instead. And Penyah power buy no more instead here. Emma a Yemen maker. Then if I to Professor Jena no Poku. What did to say teacher training allowance and MPP sad by. So MPP successfully restored teacher training allowance, but the implementation was poor.
Exactly.
So where Professor Jena no Poku Ajimai and Eka. Now 46 teacher training allowance. The idea more 400 Ghana cedi per person every month to be. Then it's General trainee
Yeah.
per person biano ye more 400 Ghana cedi. Now 400 Ghana cedi no. Ye timu 200. At the ma a year teacher a colleges one say mom first 200 no and share mom for no within a month. So technically no. Oshamwa every day biano. Any papa could spend about 8 cedi on that person to feed them morning, afternoon, and evening. Morning, afternoon, and evening. Now, it drew COVID time, it was actually 2023. Anna, a year Prinkoff, or more be on friend Prinkoff, which is a year principals of a year College of Deba and Deba Education Conference. Or Mune, a year Minister of Education, under the leadership of a year, you was a year Duchum, or Mushia, a year cancer. Sabrain, because of our Muchirani and dear Baba Sono. Instead, I buy back 2 sanium and and they may know Casano. Or more bet say a year 200 Ghana na ye the teacher trainees, so I'm fan to Mohono. On bet 50 Ghana free so. At the Abekandi, the more college in Hono, and they show Modiano.
Exactly.
Now it becomes 250 Ghana for ye, they show and 150 for more allowance on personal upkeep. Now, General. Ya to abawie ya aban yi bae aban yi ba wo hye wo mo so obey increase a teacher training allowance wo hye wo mo so oba teacher training obey ni ye eti na Professor James wo MPP fo anyi ni ye na implementation wo mo na e ba be ni ye afa wo mo ba ya ai General teacher training allowance no na teacher for conference for no yi na e ka kire Minister of Education. Dani fa way to so. Or catch the Minister of Education say. And yes, abre mo increase 400 Ghana because and yama boy ye den. Ye ntimi nto. It's 250 no. Ntimi nto and yama enfidi wo. Dani enye way na meka. Fa a reportage Ghana Web report ni ade no. Fa to so ni enko. Now 46 you know, okay. Okay, where is it out of the 46? You know, you can follow. Tiahan and Nkansah. Now 46. Omushia, Minister of Education. Say onion one tomb. Minister of Education is buying this car. Tienio. Tienio koso. Adia koso. General. Minister of Education say abain nisika. So there is some current brewing teacher training colleges in him. Now out of the 46, and there's almost a buying nisika dia. Teachers and then a year head of colleges in so say almost soon yes come from Renkole. It never many work say teacher training for instead of say be feed you almost 3 times a day. No, you more 1 meal per.
Oh, wait.
Aye,
Under your Mahama.
Under your mama. Ya more 1 meal per. Nyam na meka. Asma meka ubi we journalist for ya tram kasa mo mra medi duma tem ni ade. Mon ko na mon ko hwe. Teacher trainees ni mo 1 meal a day. And the kufado ni feed you almost 3 times a day.
Precisely.
Yes, your mama ba be reset. Obey your reset. Ya mo 1 meal a day under your mama. Teachers for na come. Tienio. Teachers na come. 1 meal a day. Now, General, who you 1 meal a day if you are? Where your mama your campaign? And what promise you will say? Teacher licensure exams. Then if a reportage in a tour, we will cancel teacher licensure exams. Teacher licensure exams, national service will be cancelled when we come 2025. NDC backs Mahama. Now for Mahama, Nkansah the answer kind of true. I catch him say kill net tabain. Your mama said licensure exams needless. I will cancel it if I become president. Where John Mahama na come. Also a babe president or be cancel no.
Exactly.
Na yanko ni yanko tie eye ne minister. Haruna Edusu. Yanko ni yanko tie Haruna Edusu.
Yes, it's true. The NDC campaigned on a manifesto promise we will end licensure exams. We did. And we'll keep faith with the electorate. But I need professional advice on this matter. That is why I'm putting this.
Okay, committee. So hold on. Danny, hold on. Ebi our more year campaign. Omo promises yes, Agusha. Omo promises omo ba omo betwem. Now what ba na twemu a? Tie hwe body language o. I need professional advice before we can cancel. So at the time they made the promise, Edia nana inform me womo. Edia professional advice no mo have here at the time and no mo make this campaign promise. Abanya wo no say, oba obe teacher licensure exams and guy your friend say national service. Afe ora haruna dusu ba ya. Or no say, okay, they promised it there. They will know hear professional advice. So respectfully say, at the time that you people were making that promise, what had gone into that promise, what decision, what professional advice had you received when you were in opposition? So it was a campaign slogan. Now, Obini will cast them now on ya. The body language. Don't listen to the words. When it comes to communication, words form just 25% of it. 75% of it is the body language and the mannerism of the person. So Obeya now on you watch him carefully. So now see, I need a professional advice. What can the alternative be? Now, General, what will happen is that professionals in the buy, almost see a tremor a beha.
Yes, it's true. The NDC campaigned on a manifesto promise we will end licensure exams. We did. And we'll keep faith with the electorate. But I need professional advice on this matter. That is why I'm putting this committee together to advise most appropriately how to walk through the transition. The transition from a licensure exam regime to a no licensure exams. What would be the appropriate alternative? In our manifesto again, it was our pledge to incorporate it into the curricula of teacher training institutions, academic, that it becomes part of their curricula. Does that resolve the matter in a manner which defines you as professionals? I want the committee to advise me again on this matter. But with further advice, I want to say that one last opportunity of a receipt of the licensure exams for those who couldn't make it the last time must also be part of your recommendations. What do we do? Do we offer them an opportunity of a receipt?
Okay. You know, Kionet Abino. And Sans Adalia Bino. For to be board Abino. Or more can one tenor. No, my another.
Exactly.
But you see, and yet news. Because former President John Dramani Mahama or throw book will be my first coup d'etat. Emu Okani pains one of the major problems ever since I won you. Indecisiveness.
Precisely.
And you're an American. My first coup d'etat.
Yeah.
President John Dramani Mahama can't send me. And I quote him. Or say, dear a hanepa bako. A free and collaborating, indecisiveness.
Exactly.
Or say all the decisions I've made in my life were regularly plagued with doubt. It can be challenging to sustain that feeling of hope or the belief that things will turn out for the best. Again and again, I have felt like that boy Dramani on the bicycle going downhill fast without any brakes and not knowing which way to turn.
Exactly.
So again and again, John Dramani Mahama takes decisions without knowing which way to turn.
Exactly.
And that is the character we've given our country to.
From the horse's own mouth.
And this is one of the deepest secrets.
Precisely.
If it's a Nipa who he says he is, believe him that is actually what he is. So if John Dramani Mahama continuously says that one of the major problems, all the decisions I've made in my life were regularly plagued with a doubt. It can be challenging to sustain that feeling of hope or believe that things will turn out for the best. Again and again, I have felt like that boy Dramani on the bicycle going downhill fast without any brakes and not knowing which way to turn. That is how he feels. And to be a leader of a country, to be a leader of a nation, you must be clear in your mind what you want. But here, honey, I'm funny, you're just serious. Somebody who has confessed, they say one of the major problems in this world is self-doubt. Self-doubt. Into a buy or point to a goyla. I dare channel you know, also call a refuge. And because somebody have GMPs because some of them are be GMPs who brabra. We are, I was we'll cry because I'm a Sakinipa 100, a bank of Ghana. Sans from back. Okay. On your sure. On your sure. Or the shepherd bicycle so. Down the hill. But sources from the corridors of power. Yes, I'm a Munyon Nebu. Where they may come deep through sources. Yes, when you be drawn up, I don't know inspective. Uchilo, Pabam. Your mama, your neighbor. I'm telling you, your neighbor mine. I'm telling you. And he has a calistus in neighbor mine who bunny pa. Your mama, your neighbor mine. Oh, yes, we had a Flagstaff as well.
Boy.
That's true.
You honey.
And I'm going to from the horses home. From the corridors of power.
Precisely.
Oh, we know. What
you know?
Mauze hana bisi unsu atiasi nguram.
Man commando.
Ese police vote mi nyadwuma bio.
Hanachan.
Ye fa a whole military. Hana de Hanachan.
Hanachan says Cynthia Chan.
Cynthia Chan.
We address Jackie Chan.
We address Jackie Chan. Ana Cynthia Chan.
Jackie Chan nuya.
Ini nuya Jackie Chan nuya ni Cynthia Chan. Ana Hanachan.
We address Jackie Chan. Okay action. We pan.
Ana busy you, me and I'm girlfriend no menka. Jera. I miss you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also see a business water guard, blue water guard for.
Yes, it's almost direct traffic. I'm telling you.
Some man say boys for.
Hannah Chan. Is it Hannah Chan? I tell you, no watch China for. And so a member named Kwon no beko. We second year Santoa. Ya fire soldier fool. Afia police fool. Ya ti operation Vanguard. Operation Galam stop. He say ni nyina anyi. Ti say ja Hannah Chan wotisim. Hannah Chan. Chan. Me girlfriend Hannah bisu me chiao. Hwa hu yi wada ama. He say baby anenam ne ade no. Aban no nti wo muntimi mfa soldier fo nko a. He say we wan what yesim. NDC Asantuan but what it clearly shows is that then the government itself does not have the willpower.
Precisely.
Because if government has a willpower, it doesn't have to take a year Hannah Chan to be doing what she is doing to fight Galamsey.
Exactly. So.
Obi say osuro so mbe kunu se du ku atamels na also ya mo kekanse mu no do. Se double dam water gas for no more.
Say man say boys.
El Cappuccino. O say se double Collins Boateng say most of the NDC supporters followed this page don't understand English. It's true. Money Kwaku comes on the Debiano Dimato. This is Akufo-Addo, who is decisive, took dollar from 3 point.
Wow.
General, Wakofa dollar semaba. Na dollar no ebi wo hodie. General, Bank of Ghana no o rate, what the rate at 2 a year. And so bank ni dollar. Ana abochifo ne kura bi. And no kwa abochifo no also almost 12 cedi. And so Bank of Ghana say 10 cedi. It's Bank of Ghana no a year rate. Name odru banks na wo money dollars. Ana abochi ne kura. Abochi so cost 12 cedi.
Abochi dollar.
Bank of Ghana. Dollar rate. Catch them.
Wentie.
Kontompo aban.
Wadwene ne nkete. Obi an we should do more.
Debi.
Ba otine wiase na adwene kwa akira. Eti mu a the rate na dollar na ete ba na ye normal amamo.
Enye normal ni.
Ma hunu bi o wiase da. 2008 Goldman Sachs and Lehman Brothers. Sa ayi global recession we wiase andago he no. O ye wo mo se fetch ni mudi se ayi fetch for si ye grade ye bi de ben de ben. Goldman Sachs and Lehman Brothers say baba e na fetch kuro ya wo ma grade o mo A+. Aso that's how bank na gu. Na ye trinyoma no ase. Trinyoma bi it doesn't move us.
Exactly.
Kionet aban. Well, yes, settings will buy what Benny gold reserves a wonyina. No, they are $2 na chi.
Exactly.
Owie na ya US for one China for trade war in so mu an kakra. Na captain so e bedru ayi 28 no. And then so you 28. Dollar in so that time. Abochi that 12.
Which is which?
Abochi that 12.
Abochi.
Abochi that 12. Now we say when you new season and crofo kokra niema. Awusia bronya niema yen cry. To omo be ko China no a. O mesi $100 wu. Ti mi say ba for me say mi dwiri bi gu o. Me made that. Jera. Me dwiri bi gu o. Ai, cause me Jimmy, dollar business no a. Ayi agrofo ye na ayi $600 is am say me Emmanuel Nana Kwasi Oforisia, we want to hear more about the ambulance case. Has it been settled and behind the scene? Mawu kan Kwasi asebo nchireme. In the first place, me na mkofa bae. Me na mkofa bae. The number say settled behind the scenes. Agaba afa ngwa ko many pa no me answer settled behind the scenes. Ufa mkwasi sam ko bi anti pressure. I decide when I do what at what point and get what results.
Exactly. Told them.
You know,
Ohene.
sorry.
Mahama
Is the whole.
He's the whole.
We used to talk about Bronya. What about Bronya? Was that right?
Why is so?
Why you know? Basintale, any man found to. Okay, so Danny, there is a video a branch be complaining, and nobody Basintale so ya be a porter, Monkonkoye, 5K men, 2K one, Munyani adie. Danny, a branch be I say Basintale, a porter no course. Yentino. Danny, why already a yentia branchino? Now, for Basintale, sa koye, Danny, Fatuso, and I know Basintale so. They say in war far sports of war. What be a porter beer, Ghana form ranch on Bobo in Uncle Busso.
What an sports minister
Or agent, sports agent.
Sports agents.
Basintale, you have to stop this. Now, Michael Otiaji,
Call
Basintale, why ESU begins talks to secure slot in foreign teams for young Ghanaian footballers. And Michael Otiaje is a year, the creme de la creme, the locus classicus of a year football.
exactly.
Michael Otiaje, the one said, this one conf me small. Like, I make a conf.
Ebe confino, Ohene.
Hey, Basintale, propaganda near. Stop this concert, okay?
Exactly.
Huh? And again say Barcelona near ye daho TBM I say okofam kola omakod do omako prapra wo abrochiri enti ye open slot. Stop this joke. Stop this concert. Man for na niji age wase concert. Manchester and Barcelona. Omotiwana. Nene say ko bia sore nkoko. Ko bia sore nkoko.
Exactly.
O secure you know whatever. I wa bra football agents wa ha omo na scouting crofo ekoma. Eno kura no obi kura players, solid players more than your home. Wonya even team kura me amfa the players.
Settings.
Yes, settings say ye be a porter. We a footballer ko na we. Na kotoko kura betimi be out of players among. Concert near the dorsal. Concert in the dorsal. You know?
We idea about Quebec problem. Pa, you full exuberant.
Danny boss, have you know?
Full exuberance in the government. Young people no womb. Enti I say yami ehwe no obi apese o kire to justify them. Anopa ye ona die Basintale as a wan no. Why see you? Or say we have secured 600 jobs from companies. 600 jobs from companies. I'm paraphrasing, but me the better will be 600. We have secured 600 jobs for the youth from companies abroad. So you work for online and be paid $250 a week. You and I say or 30 minutes on the better. Ya wana why a year poster the buyer a training virtual assistant training platforms be training and one more. Not just say akwan entron woody. And yes, you're training for 8 weeks. They are going to train people for 8 weeks. And some opportunity be apply. These are not jobs so wako secure say said you will create impression no some crofo we acquire say bongo ideas in the bloggers no e dey atoto one. Just a propaganda ni youth exuberance no emwamu. It is not going to help you. You see that the truth is that I always say this. No matter what you say, the results is what everything is in the results. No matter your argument, you can have the strongest argument. You can do whatever to win the argument. You can communicate best. But at the end of the day, it's the results. How many people have found jobs? How many people have you created the jobs for? That's the problem. That is what it will come down to. And you could secure 600 jobs from companies. How can you say that you secure 600 jobs from companies abroad? Now within 30 minutes, why you need the better was say it's a visual whatever training. 8 weeks. After which you better somebody me in your jobs. How do you use? I said, mo feel say obiya kwala. So I tried. I actually went, follow the process. They can't even create an avenue or baby or how you have to put in your Ghana card, your front and back. Hey, what the front picture number two and ye juma omo ma ye nyina akohwe ase nyina nye juma. Why? Who are you trying to deceive? You won't deceive anybody. You won't deceive anybody. At the end of the day, if the jobs are not for the young people, no matter how you are flaunting yourself, you are flexing your muscles, you are talking and insulting everybody, creating an impression that you are going to change the trajectory of the country, it will still be. The result is what matters. It is not the razzmatazz, it's not about the stunts, it's not about the gimmicks, the communication. It is the results. And you guys should remain focused. If you are not getting results, then you better shut up. Said the Lance Minister, one who said there is no results. He's out of the public purview now.
Yeah, I've a better baby no. Man for one be beer or more no. Kionet level. I've a man for new who say settings and a door to change. So just secured 600 slots from companies abroad. And so Kokoya say yes, we more training. 6 weeks training. So they have fans. Essentially, you are my brother.
Cool.
Any day, anytime, I would like to see you flourish in politics.
Precisely.
Because I know where you are coming from.
Exactly.
And I know where you are going.
Exactly.
You are one of the few people within the political landscape. Main person make can wasem. I know what tria nkwasiafobika emomba bidi matem. I don't care.
Never.
Because my bia ma, my papa nso ma, and I don't care. I don't need anything from you, Basintali. But Basintali, I believe that whatever you started doing, if you don't focus, it will come back and bite you.
Precisely.
It looks like concert here with that change, and you haven't come out of the campaign season and the mood of campaign.
Never.
So you still enjoy the social media, na see you and then one onya dajene minua kwabena siama a concert challenges and I me koyempo CEO of Ghana when you have a burden on you that you are supposed to create jobs. Otiminya adaje no ni minua kwabena siama edi concert agrowo. CEO of a Ghana company, why you? From December, 6 months in and Crofala once in Tremor and Crofonia Musika. And you have the goodwill of the people. But essentially, you have a goodwill of the people. And you are charismatic, you are charming. Exactly. The people, of course, I know and I saw that in you. That is how come I gave you that platform for you to become what you've become today. But I tell you, if you don't stay focused, the people gradually will see through the settings more than the job.
Exactly.
Focus. Creating humano. The job will speak for itself.
Exactly. So,
a humana obeyano. And no abeka. Sa concert post and your creative platform. We studio, we football abraso. Na platform you creative footballers kogusu na footballers football. And Ghana kaka football abakokra. No. So concert na doso ayeye. Essentially come out of the campaign mood.
Precisely.
Get to work. I know you are capable of doing it. Get to work. Do the real work. Settle in.
Exactly.
You don't need validation on social media for anything.
Never.
When you have done the work and the work is there, the work will speak for itself. It will speak. My brother. This one is coming from a very good place. Okay, no malice, nothing. Say me from our own fenty. I can't even call you and advise you. So hard, I'm in the mouth. Be careful. You have a bright future in politics. Be careful. The concept in one here, the anti-uncle for no goodwill is that they've not tested your leadership before. And this is the first time they are testing your leadership. And when your leadership becomes more of promises than the real work,
Precisely.
they will lose faith in you. At the right time, you'll be shocked how the people will move away from you. How the area boys in be match about also mbabe pay you man. Essentially, be careful. Isa Uma Okatakyie, if you were so sensible, yet Nanado didn't give you any appointment. Uma, I didn't go for appointment. I go for the time and for appointment. Me here appointment. Whatever I need to do, I can do it without appointment. I control a whole space, including your mind. Me control what you me control what you and that gives me power. I mean, I don't need. When I'm working on your mind for you to change your and when say we have a car, okoda obedwene ho uti mo jimi dia so hedan amuti and this way what jimi. Ladies and gentlemen, hani edimbesie ya kwa kochele aha Saturday eja ohini premier ni abome ya yellow week kakra na agosi a onhwe ya ma body e de no maka na shim kakra na ye che so papa ni bi o nye kupa lead ye o ai na we me tisi krumu a no sa boze magide yi wo masomo ma no one kariaga se benjimani no omu nyina obo me ho ban sa no o masomo wa no ajay mi twabi amomu ntwabi obadam you on duty ko twabi eti enwumere so yensesa no de ye be ye no a ne Kwaku ye sa ye free ha geno a ye to ba ko mienu yensa bi wokuro no nana no mu I was younger o I came in, I saw, and I conquered. Was you are not a chief bia enya odi ani bia we Santiago na yeko hene we Santiago kan de se kutu se bam we enya mudi ani bia we amfa amawo Santiago na yeko hene ni amfa amawo na we and me post me picture bi me go la picture bi chese me who offer to the point say almost say AI kura almost say AI o but AI wow kwasiafo we are going to have a medrin, you know, some of them. My boss suit, no. Nenya rubber shoe. My boss. I bet try the boss suit is a movie. Come on. Now we had a year boss suit. See you later. Bye bye.